Hey, what is up guys? So we're going to be taking a look at this new archetype called the Super Quantums. It's kind of like a Voltron or I guess a Power Ranger mech archetype, and I think a lot of players will be excited to kind of check it out because the mechanics are basically you want to get all of the XYZs in the graveyard. At the moment there are currently 3, but of course they were definitely going to get more support in the future. There's no way they would just make this archetype this tiny. There is one quantum card that doesn't fit with the archetype, but I just wanted to throw it in here. So if you guys were searching for quantums, you'd be like, oh wait, is this a quantum card? It actually isn't part of the archetype. But anyways, first off, before I actually like to check out a deck, I want to know what is their strongest monster. So let's go ahead and jump into that right now, and we'll explain actually how to make it. You don't actually make it with level 12 monsters. Well, as of right now, you don't. Anyways, so it's the Super Quantum Mech Lord Great Magnus. So it requires 3 level 12 monsters. Again, you're not going to actually use that effect to make it by using 3 level 12 monsters. So it gains effects based off of the number of exceed materials attached to it. So if it has 2 or more, once per turn you can detach 1 material from this card to shuffle 1 card on the field into the deck. If it has 4 or more, it's unaffected by card effects except for super quantum card effects. If it has 5 or more, your opponent cannot add cards from their deck to their hand except by drawing. So it's kind of like Mistake or like Thunder King. And then, if that wasn't good enough, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 3 Super Quantum Mecha Beast XYZ monsters with different names from your graveyard. So you're going to be doing everything back, and then I don't even know how they're going to get over it if it has 5 or more. But for the most part, I mean, maybe like an Honest Sun Moon Shield, but for the most part, once this guy comes out and it's got 4 materials, you're pretty much good to go. And pretty much when it comes out, it's usually going to have 3. As of right now, like I said, we really are very new to this archetype, so there's not very many cards for it. But nonetheless, that's their boss monster, essentially. There are other Exceed monsters, which we will get into, but let's go ahead and actually go straight into like the other boss monsters. Because again, if you guys don't like the mechanic of the boss monsters, what's the point of even looking at the small stuff? You know, saving you guys the time. Anyways, so first off, we got the Water Exceed. It requires 2 level 3 monsters, so it cannot attack while it doesn't have material. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 spell or trap card on the field, destroy it. If this card has Super Quantum Mecha Pilot Blue Layer as material, this can be activated during either player's turn. Then once per turn, you can attach 1 Super Quantum Mecha Pilot monster from your hand or your side of the field to this card as material. So basically, the blue goes with blue and the green goes with green. That's like the main basic little concept here. So the green is 2 level 4 monsters, and it can attack while it has no material. And then once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 other face-up monster on the field, change it to face-down defense position. If it has the green card on it, this effect can be activated during either player's turn. Then once per turn, you can attach 1 Super Quantum Mecha Pilot monster from your hand or side of the field to it. So it's kind of like the same as this other one. Now, the level 5 one, the Mecha Phantom Beast, right? The Super Quantum Mecha Beast Magna Liger 0. Dude, is this Xyz'S now? I love that show. Anyways, so it can attack while it doesn't have material. You detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 monster on the field, destroy it. If it has the red card on as material, you can activate it during either player's turn. And then once per turn, you can attach 1 supermassive monster from your hand or your side of the field. I think that it meant the Super Quantum. It's just like translation issue. I don't think Supermassive is a different archetype. I think that's just a translation issue. So keep that in mind, guys. I'll update you guys on that if that is actually something that's completely different. But I think for the most part it is the same. So now that we've established like the little monsters, well, this is like the medium monsters I would say that they've got. Let's go check out the monster effects. So first off, we got the Super Quantum Fairy. And once per turn, you target 1 Super Quantum monster you control. All phase of monsters you control become that target's level. And then you can also attribute this, where I lost track for us. You contribute this card to reveal 3 Super Quantum monsters with different names from your deck and have your opponent randomly special summon 1 of them to your side of the field, also sending the rest of them to the graveyard, which it's actually not that bad. Pretty decent stuff. I don't really know how you can just get this card out for free. I wish you could just be like, oh, just if you control Super Quantum, special summon it. That'd be really nice. The blue guy over here, when this card is normal or special, you get to add 1 Super Quantum card from your deck to your hand, except for the same copy of itself. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target up to 3 Super Quantum cards in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck. You can only use this effect once per turn. So you can basically understand the little recycling that they have already. Then the green guy over here, when it's normal special summoned, you can special summon 1 Super Quantum monster from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can discard 1 Super Quantum card to draw 1 card. You can only use each effect of it once per turn. And then we have the red guy over here. If you control no monsters, you can just go ahead and special summon this guy from your hand. And then you can only use each of effectives once per turn. So when this card is normal or special, you can target one Super Quantum card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Super Quantum monster in your graveyard except for the same copy of itself and special summon it. Its effects it says its effects can't be activated. Okay. I don't really know what the difference between it's negated or activated is. I know some cards are a cost, so you can still like attempt to go for the card, but then like for example like Card Trooper, you can still go for like the cost, but he doesn't get the boost of attack. I don't know. So you guys let me know in the comment section below. Maybe it just means its effects are negated. But that's it for the monsters as of right now. Again, you know, later down the line they'll probably get some more support. But let's go and check out the spell and then the trap that they have. So the spell card is actually pretty crazy. It's a field spell card that says you can discard one card, then target one Super Quantum Mecha Pilot monster you control, special summon from your extra deck one Super Quantum monster, one Super Quantum Mecha Beast XYZ monster with the same attribute as that monster by using it as material. The special summon is treated as XYZ summon. You can send this card from your field zone to the graveyard and then target 3 Super Quantum Mecha Beasts. So that's the XYZ ones in your graveyard. And then you get to special summon one Super Quantum. It's you special summon this guy basically. Hold on. The scrolling is a little bit weird on this because if you go like down too far, it starts repeating itself. All right, hold on. So, anyways, you get to special summon all. Basically, as long as you have 3 in the graveyard, you get to go ahead and target 3 of them. Then you special summon them, and then you attach them all as material to this guy. I wish this like scroll thing was like working properly. But anyways. You select 3 Super Quantum Mecha Beast XYZ monsters with different names in your graveyard, or you control, and then you get to special summon 1 Super Quantum Mecha Lord Great Magnus from your extra deck, and if you do, attach all those as material attached to that. Okay, summon monster. Okay, yeah, so yeah, it was, like I said, it's kind of messed up if you scroll down too far, like, it doesn't let you go read the effect again. But nonetheless, basically this card, it does everything. This is what makes the deck. Next up, we have the Super Quantum Mega Sword. So you get to target 1 Super Quantum XYZ monster you control, equip it to it. It gains 100 attack times its rank. Also, if it attacks a defense position monster, you can do piercing. And then during your battle phase, you can send this card from. You can send it to the graveyard, and the monster that this card was equipped to can make 3 attacks. So 3 attacks on this. That's pretty good. It's pretty good on like everything, and it also remember it gains that additional. Boost, so you're able to run over things. I feel like maybe this might be a win harder card. Definitely a decent card though, because you can Psych, activate Trap, and then from there you're good. Like maybe they attack into you, they think they can attack over your monster. You activate it, they gain maybe 400 attack, maybe they gain a 500 attack because it's 100 times its rank, and then from there you're able to maybe next turn just because maybe they don't have a monster on field, you're able to just go ahead and make a game. I don't know about. The support coming out in the future, but that's what we have as of right now. I'd like to know, guys, what do you think would make this deck good? And I was looking at the level 12 monsters. I was like, well, what other level 12 monsters are there to make this? And I'm like, maybe with some crazy ideas you guys might be able to come up with, because I mean, most of these level 12 monsters, I like how this card is treated as level 12. I'm like, maybe you could do it with this. But for the most part, if you have 3 Ultimates, and they're out on the field, I think you've probably won at that point already, and there's really no point of making this. I feel like you really need 4 attachments, 4 things, otherwise it's just compulsed. Because remember, it has to go to the graveyard to get that effect, or you get Castelled, or this card's just really weak unless you have 4 or more. That's kind of the problem. But, I mean, this card, it's just 1 Super Quantum, and so you could basically have this guy that's unaffected by everything except for Super Quantum cards, again. Otherwise, he wouldn't get that boost. So, not only does he get 1,200 attack, so he's 4,800, and then he can attack 3 times. Well, I think the boost would go away if he actually detached the Magnus Slayer over here, so he wouldn't get the boost from it, but you're able to attack 3 times, and that's pretty much game anyways. I don't think there's anything that's going to have more than 3,600 attack in this game. It's kind of crazy that we banned towers, but we got this guy. I know he's going to have 3 material attached immediately, but again, maybe the new support will be maybe just attach 1 material or something like that. I know there are cards where it's just you just attach, I think it's called XYZ regen or something like that. You just throw it, you just attach it to a card as material. So pretty much at that point you've got a deck that can potentially just auto win by just making this 1 card, because some decks didn't have an out to towers, and this could be just another one of those cards. But I'd like to know, guys, is there a way to actually make this, like, I don't know if there's any other level 12s that we can just throw out really quickly to make this. I remember, like, back in the day, you'd Cyberstein, you go for this card, but maybe in tag duels, you pay, like, 15,000 life points, you got 3 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons, and then you can make this guy. But for the most part, yeah, I think you're probably going to be using these cards to make it. But yeah, let me know, guys, what you think of the deck. Personally, for me, I feel like we need more support to actually make it more viable. I'll definitely try to play the deck and get some footage for you guys. A lot of the replays have been airing out because I actually had one, but yeah, errors out, so we gotta fix out the bugs. But pretty sweet. I like the idea of it. I like how it's like the Liger. It's like, the first thing I thought of it was Zoids. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Been your boy Will Smith, signing out.